guys to the Creative Nexus. Today we have my friend, an amazing, talented guy, Chua. Washington Chua, right? Washington
Yes.
Chua, that's his name. He's a creative. You should take a look at his work right now because he puts a lot of detail when it comes to his work. Every time I look at his page, it's like I spend like at least 5 minutes on his photo. At least
5 minutes, bro.
trying to like, okay, let me see what he
That's
did.
a long time. Well, it gives me good engagement on algorithm, so it's
That's how it works. I don't even know how it works, but I mean, either way,
I just Google a bunch of stuff.
the reason I do that is because we shot up. Well, we didn't shot up project together. I saw you shooting up the Austin Martin project,
Yeah.
and when I saw the final result, man, I was like, oh shit! Like, I can imagine how you guys did like all the behind the scenes and stuff.
It was a lot of people involved in that shot or in that project. Well, I had originally two people. It was my friend Brandon and Timmy to shoot the BTS, and then a lot of people wants to be involved as well. But I always want to get the people around me involved with what I want to do. It's like
I like that.
whenever they fit into the project, obviously, because I just don't want some random person just come in and just shooting random stuff.
Is that because you like it or because you need it? Like you need that help, or only because you like having people there?
I just like having people that, especially with my friends, especially in the creative field, is a lot of people that can remind you, like you're just not it. You're not it, right? You need those people around you, just like.
No wonder you don't invite me to your projects, man.
Well,
shit.
Yeah. Well, Aston Martin, you were there.
I know.
So,
that was the one.
I mean, hopefully, well, they actually just recently reached out. Not recently, but it's like a month ago. They want to do more projects, so.
Oh no way! Nice.
So hopefully, that will be a different concept and all that stuff. So yeah,
it's all good, man. Tell me a little about yourself because I don't know too much about you. I know you from IG. I follow you for a minute. We only met once. It's our
digital
second time.
World, bro.
I know, for real, which is like crazy and like it's we're lucky for that. But tell me about yourself though. How did you start it? What did you do before like doing the creative stuff? How long you been doing this for? All the good stuff.
Okay. Been doing it for 4 years. I started as a video person.
What?
Yes, and then it turns out that video gets hella expensive. As you can see, all this equipment here. and then I kind of got into photography 2 years into videography, and I was doing portraits. It was more of like a discovery period of mine. I was shooting portraits, streets, lifestyle, and all of a sudden nothing really clicked for me. And then now, strictly into maybe a year ago, strictly into automotive.
Nice.
That's when I do a lot of research on. When I do a portrait, I don't do nothing excites me. There's not a lot of research to do. There's not really, if I shoot a portrait of a person, it's not really like, what's the person's about, right?
Nice.
But when I shoot like an automotive, I can search the brand's history, the brand heritage, what they're about, the values, the design philosophy of the car.
Nice.
And the shaping of the car is also, there's a lot that goes into it. It's more challenging for me in my perspective to shoot automotive, and I find it more fun. And then the algorithm likes it, so.
You're happy with it, huh?
Yeah, happy with it. So best of both worlds. So.
And what does that doing your research help you to like do their storyboard or something like that, or
yes,
have you done some without doing any research?
I'm trying to remind of something. I think any of my automotive projects, I've done like deep research. It's so hard. I'm
deeply researching everything, huh? You invest a lot of time on the pre-production before, like, it's crazy.
Like when I had that, the real estate. So the first thing was like a real estate agent, right, in St. Louis, reached out to me. He wants to shoot like a lifestyle, but he wants to involve the exotic car.
Okay.
I told him, he was like, what if we shoot a McLaren that fits your brand? And I said, I'm willing to fund it, plus your labor, whatever.
Nice.
So I did research with the brand. McLaren and his brand's gonna merge them together and create this sophisticated suit and tie look to him. So I've always done his research to help me understand what I'm shooting and give me a purpose of on set. I don't know if you've been on a set that you you go inside and like, what are we shooting?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and you lost that purpose and just
Yes.
annoying.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you waste time. You know.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I like to do the same thing as you. I don't go as deeply like you when it comes to like the pre-production, but I like to do it because especially if we rent a studio, we rent it for 4 hours, right? And then people get there and they don't know what to do, and then like dude, like I want to shoot for hour 1 to hour 4 all the time.
Right.
That way I can leverage the time.
Right.
Some people they
optimize
optimize exactly.
That. Yeah.
Some people like to just like go there and like figure.
What is
out.
your process when your production?
When it comes to this, I mean, it depends on the shoots. Some shoots are like easy for me. So I'm like, we'll just go there, we'll figure it out, right?
Okay.
But when it comes to like big brands or whatever, I mean, or music videos or whatever, I don't do a lot of music videos. But yeah, it involves more of like, since we're gonna rent a studio, gotta like plan it like good, so we know what we're gonna do, leverage that time, and then we'll go from there.
What's been in your inspirations lately? Because I've seen your studio shoots.
Yeah, well,
I was like, bro, that's so sick.
I mean, I'm mainly a videographer. I don't consider myself a photographer
Yeah.
because I'm not that good, and I feel like I'm disrespecting the actual photographers, right? So, but I've been trying to get good at it. I feel like videography is like, I got it nailed it done. Like that's like I don't want to say I master it, but I can.
Yeah, you can definitely put like in the back of your head. You don't have to worry about anything else.
Exactly,
it's natural.
In photography, I want to like maximize. Like I want to quote unquote master that now, which is that's what I'm like doing pictures. Yeah. Because video, I'm like that's easy for me now. Yeah,
that's different for you. Like I shift to photography because it's too expensive.
Really?
Like,
no way. How though?
Finances. Well, because like gears always updates like every year.
Yes. And
if you don't update your gear, and then you get left behind. I mean, obviously, visuals and concepts matters the most. The gear, like, and all that stuff. But you know what? The concepts can only go so far creatively if you have the right tools, right?
I agree.
No, but that's my approach to it. I just do photography. I just need a camera, tripod, and people are paying me for my ideas, my brain, and my concepts.
Yes. But your photography is good though. It's really, really good, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like you're like my top 5, including like video shows right here. I'm telling
top
you, bro.
5,
Like
bro.
no, like legit. Like dude. I swear you're not my top 5, dude.
Okay.
Because you're really, really good. You always up to something. It's not like you see a picture and like every picture has something different on it. You know. I see people like they post something and then you keep posting. Like, dude, I don't care how much you post. Show me something different. Entertain me, you know.
Right.
That's the goal. And for you, man, I'm like, for every time, I know you don't post as often. You post like what, like
once a week.
That's
even
a lot. That's a lot. I post like once a month, like twice a month. Yeah. You know,
I'm trying to be friends with the algorithm because I know algorithm will freaking shadow ban you.
Well, you know what? I'm a huge believer, bro. If your work is good, your product is good. No matter what time you post it or whatever, you're gonna get a huge a bunch of engagement.
That's what I keep telling my photographer friends. Like they worry about their. I've seen this a lot on my Instagram stories. Like, oh, like Instagram's dead now, yada yada yada. I was like, bro, I only post once a week, and then they just do the same thing all the time. Street photography can. Why would people follow that? You know, this the runway now is so short. If you're trying to sell, if you post like a carousel of the Instagram or that street photography you're doing, then you come up with a story or like a font or you made some design aspects to it, and then people will follow you no matter what your what time of the day and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Because I one time I posted on, because my post is usually Friday at like 12 or 10 PST or whatever. And then the one time I posted on Wednesday, the Mastermind one, I was like, I'm gonna post it because I don't have time on Friday to post. Because I'm gonna post it on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then it went to like 2,000 likes.
Oh, dude. Were you scared though? You were like, fuck, should I post it or not?
Not really, because I didn't really care.
Because once again, it was a piece of work, right? It was a masterpiece.
Yeah, because I post stuff for potential clients to see me, not for algorithm to see me.
Exactly.
Because I've been having a lot of these followers lately from executive teams, in-house teams from these different brands. And then if I just post stuff for the algorithm, like what they're gonna see me as like, oh, he's posting for no purpose. And then if I come up with a 10 image carousel, I was like, oh, there's actually a storyline, there's a concept, and the brand, his branding and the car's branding kind of matches. So I wasn't really worried about when I posted it. So
I like that.
It's just kind of like,
I do the same way. I really don't care about likes and comments. Of course, it matters a little bit, right? I mean, it motivates you somehow.
I engage. I literally just
Exact
post and leave
engagement.
the Instagram, and then
Really?
I'll come back like
No way,
24 hours later.
dude. It's funny because I'm all the way around. I post and I make sure I have that hour free to like reply,
I
be
don't-
engaged with
yeah,
the
I don't do
community and
that.
stuff like that. Only for that hour. Other than that, fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I post before I go to gym.
Mhm.
So when I post, I leave and I just work out, and then after like an hour and
Yeah.
a half later, I just
come
like,
back and stuff.
oh, it's like, oh,
No, I like your purpose though. The fact that you post regardless is because you want brands to look at your content and they see something different. Once again,
because there's like, why would you? It's like, I post with a purpose.
mm-hmm.
I'd say it's like the algorithm will catch you no matter what. If your shit's
if you're
good.
good, man, of course. If
Yeah,
you're shitty,
so-
bro, like sorry, bro. Do something else.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I had this
Straight up.
conversation with my friend. We have like a little group chat.
yeah.
I got my friend from New York. So I think he's like 18K followers.
Fuck.
But he's barely breaking 500 likes.
Dude, yeah. Comments 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
That's like,
but,
come on.
But he used to be like when his account was just huge. Like he gets average like 4K likes before Instagram they changed the algorithm, and then he's
Damn.
barely making 500, and I'm like beating his engagement, and I was like,
Fuck
bro,
yeah,
because
dude.
I told him, I was like, bro, Instagram is changing. You gotta make stories what matters. What sticks to the algorithm, and then yeah, so. I think hopefully he's changing his strategy to post
We'll
more
see.
story like street photography other than one photo and one caption.
I
Like
know.
one word caption. Like, what if it's gonna read that? You know?
There aren't even post captions, bro. I'm like, dude, I work with this person. This is a studio. Post. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I
But
I
it's
don't
different.
Like to
It's different
Waste, I mean, it's
your
not a waste of
strategy.
time, of course. Because I notice a lot of people that, I mean, you tell a story when you in your captions, right? For me, it's just
Yeah.
like all of them might work, dude. I'm like, this way it
Well,
works.
it's different.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's
every
definitely a
creative is
strategy
different.
because like I post like big projects like my 10 carousel. I don't know if we're gonna say that in a little bit.
We're
That's
gonna
like a
show
10
it. Yeah.
like a 10 image carousel.
Yes.
Those are like my bigger projects. So it has a little storyline. It creates the captions well thought out. I spell check every now and then, but it's like I don't really care.
Dude, that's me all the time. Shit.
Yeah, I don't really care all like.
Fuck it.
But sometimes it reflects you as a person. Like when I post this 10 image in like freaking 3 paragraphs of caption, people will see it. Like how well thought out you are with
Yeah.
your post.
I don't mind moving to like switch. Oh, like this. Oh, I'll be in the side. Okay.
Oh, like
easy.
shit. Okay.
Oh, that.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I agree though. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
enough to that.
I posted the Aston Martin one
Mm-hmm.
that we had in was it Laguna? Newport Beach.
What? Oh, the one you did
The Aston Martin.
with them?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the in-house team from Mercedes-Benz commented.
no way.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, big boy shit.
And then I didn't know it was an in-house team till I looked at his profile and I had a conversation with him. I was like, oh, I'm actually the head of social media. And I was like, oh, this is where I plant the seed. You know, it's
When
like
it comes to
water
that-
a little bit.
Yes.
You know?
Are you like professional with us, or you're like casual, like, oh, what's up? Or no, what's
So
up?
I'm
man, but
not,
like,
so it depends how he approached it. He approached me as, and I was like,
okay.
he approached me, where I was like, hey, dude, I've been watching. Actually,
Okay.
I could pull it up.
Copy that.
I'm going to pull it up right now.
Pull it out, man. Pull it out.
So receipts, so that way people won't see it's like, oh, they're just talking about shit.
Pull it out,
I'll
bro.
say-
Pull it out. The comments.
Okay. Sheesh.
break right now. Looking fresh, boy. Let's go. You. I look like shit. You look fresh.
All right, here. It said, nailed it, brother. Your development over the last couple months is insane.
Nice.
And I type in his account.
And what's your how do you feel though? Do you feel
Well,
like
I think-
nervous? Do
I
you feel
feel-
excited? Do you feel like, oh shit, is this actually happening? What is
So
like,
before
your
he commented, I
approach?
actually pitched into the US, Mercedes-Benz US,
Mhm.
and they rejected my idea. It was
Fuckers.
actually a video concept I came up. But
Why do you
that's a
think they
different
rejected
story.
though? Because you don't post a lot of video and they didn't have enough.
No, it's the rejection is so German. You know Heineken beer.
Yes, yes.
So Heineken is a German beer.
Okay.
So Mercedes-Benz is a German car company, right?
Wow.
Automotive company. So I was trying to mix two concepts together. So German beer in German car. So Heineken has a 0 point alcohol beverage. So 0% alcohol, whatever, right? So the concept was to feeling that you have that beer while you're driving or something, feeling safe or something like with German engineering, we go further. Something along the lines of that tagline. So it'd be like German beer is like 0% alcohol, so you can drive.
Can you? I don't know.
I mean, it's 0% alcohol.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I got a DUI last year, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, they can pop on your top your we call that breathalyzer,
or something like that. Okay.
So that was the concept. The concept was to once you get off work, you get a little nice beer frizz, and then in one of the concept was like you grab a beer from your fridge from workplace, you drink it, you drive home, and then you feel relaxed because you have that because Heineken just have that beer feeling,
relaxing.
Although it's still 0% alcohol.
That's nice.
So that was the concept. It got rejected.
Did they reply to you, or they just left you in the scene?
What was that?
They replied to you, or
they replied to me?
Okay, they were nice enough.
Oh no, they were nice. Like they one thing I said was they allow creatives to, run their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It got rejected is because an alcohol company and a car company doesn't go together in eyes of masses.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I was like, wow, what the fuck? So I was like, I gotta come up with another front while the potato's still hot. Have you heard of the potato concept?
No, I have not.
Okay, so it's like a hot potato. But anyways, so the potato was still hot. I pitched in the concept, another concept, the photography concept now. And it's like a St. Louis thing, and then, damn, I worked on that for like 4 months, and it got rejected again.
Dude.
Due to logistics, not because of the concept. So, fast forward to now, he commented on my SMRN one, the global team, and then I sent him a message like, hey, thank you for liking, or whatever.
Well, fuck you. You're like, fuck you guys.
Fuck the US team, because the global team actually push more shit.
Exactly, dude. That's sick, man. That's sick.
Yeah. So that's like kind of so reach out to me, and then that's where the conversation happened. And then, hey, I told him, I have a concept in Paris. That's where all the concept ideas came about. And
that's crazy, the fact that you reach out to big companies, man, because a lot of people are scared to reach out to companies. Yeah, it's kind of simple. Not simple, but it's doable, right? What is your approach when it comes to like big companies like that?
What was that?
What's your approach? How do you like reach out to them? Like,
so there's like a level of professionalism that you have to understand, because a lot of creatives,
all of them, shit.
I'm so tired of this YouTube shit that goes on. Like, oh, you reach out. There's a template you can do. There's no fucking template. I know. Stop watching this fucking YouTube shit.
Every case is a case, bro. Every case is different.
It's so different. There's no such thing as templates. And you just have to experience yourself and you actually reach out to the brands and you learn it super quick. And then there's like a good thing for me, because I was in the military and I have like a professionalism background.
Okay.
So I kind of applied a lot of that things to reaching out to corporates and brands like that. Okay. So yeah, just be professional, because one thing they don't want to see is just a random guy with a camera in LA just trying to get a fucking car for a day. Yeah.
I agree.
They want something bigger, and why would they hire you? Why would they hire you? Yeah. And then this guy, actually, I went to St. Louis. I came to St. Louis for a project, and this guy came up to me. He's like, hey, do you mind showing me, can you give feedback about my pitch deck? He's trying to give a pitch deck to a car company. I think it's like Hyundai or something like that. Okay. And then his approach was to be an influencer. And he has like 3,000 followers. And his approach was to have the car company give him a car for an influencer social media pitch. And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to hate, but you only have 3,000 followers. If you're pitching yourself as an influencer, not a creative person, it's too different.
Way too different.
And if, because like, and I'm not trying to shit on this. It's like,
shit on them, bro. Shit on them. Fuck it.
It's like this, influencers and creative are two different products.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so
I agree with you. There's like two different things. There's creatives that I agree with you, man. It's a topic that I want to jump in because I have influencer friends and I have creator friends.
Oh,
and I'm gonna talk shit on both sides, you know. And I'm not like that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's hard because a lot of brands doesn't even know the difference. Because you can be influencers and not creative, and you can be a creative and not be an influencer. Because that's how I approach Mercedes-Benz. I approach him as a creative person, give him this whole pitch deck of it's like a 10-page pitch deck.
Sheesh,
concept.
Bro.
That's not even a lot. That's actually not small.
And then one paragraph of 2 sentences, bro. That's it. No wonder I get rejected all the time.
You go on YouTube. you go on YouTube. You find a template and you send it to brands, and hopefully they reach out to you.
That's down, dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
And even emailing is a different beast because emailing
is where the professionals are. The big boy shit.
Yeah, just emailing is like, you know, what's your what's your subject line that would make them click.
And a thumbnail, right?
Yeah,
like
it's thumbnail. Like it's a different story. And I actually, when I approach a Mercedes-Benz, it's like I actually YouTube is like how to email with a catchy how to compose a catchy email.
Okay, interesting.
And I go on YouTube and learn all that. I have watched like 10 videos of that, and then I created all this like super funny. I think I have this, like, you know, this concept. And then also one thing I learned is sending emails. You do not attach a PDF file.
Okay.
In an email, it's because it goes to junk.
All right.
To the junk email. Yeah, I learned this. Like I did all my research on this. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And like I think the one trick was to upload it to Google Drive, and then put a link on the email body. And click here. Yeah, right.
Damn,
that
bro.
one.
Yeah, sick.
So
it's more professional too. Like you invested more time on it instead of like just sending it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a good question for you before I forget. So I'm a huge fan of your style, right? But I've seen that people copies your style like exact same colors, exact same font, exact same everything, dude. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's one thing about no one really owns a style.
Dude, it's your style. I like exact
I don't know because like I also have a lot of inspirations from different people. So I pull up inspirations from Alan Palander. I think it's the only guy. It's like I got my inspirations from Alan Palander,
Connor Martz. My boy,
I thought you said Eric because I called you Eric.
That's true.
I was like Connor. I was like, actually John. I was like, who's Connor?
My boy John. Oh yeah.
I was like, okay. I don't know who Connor. I call him Eric. That's funny, bro. Dude. Brandon actually got me visuals. Actually got me into photography, and I just like his editing style. It's more sharp.
Okay.
And it's more purposeful.
It's unique, dude. It's unique.
Yeah, it's like Alan Palander is like dark as hell.
Well, Alan is the guy with that shoots cars as well, right?
I don't know if he shoots mainly. He's both. So he's an influencer and he's also a creative person.
Alan.
I'm gonna show you right now.
Is he the guy that shoots cars, right? With the Canon, same camera. Oh, I think I saw a video of him and Peter McCann.
Yes, this one. This is the guy right here.
Oh no! Oh yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, I bought his phones. I mean his LUTs.
Oh yeah. His LUTs is sick.
I couldn't even fucking use them, bro. I'm like, fuck. I mean, I use them, but it's not the same look. I'm like,
yeah.
They're hard to use.
Yeah, hard to use. So you have to be shoot with a purpose with those.
Exactly. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like, I find different inspiration from different people. Like from the look, the colors, and the feel. I want Alan Palander, right? And like, obviously, he doesn't shoot a lot of cars.
I can see it now. I can see it.
Right? He doesn't shoot a lot of cars. So I always should find things that are more deeper than photography. So I'll do like fine art photography. I YouTube it. Because fine art photography is about shaping an architecture.
I love that.
Yeah. So when they do like this masking in Photoshop, it's interesting their processes because they shape up, they make it everything look 3D, but it's a 2D. It's a 2D image, obviously. But that's why I find inspiration in different styles.
But you don't care about your stuff. People doing the same stuff.
It's just like
interesting.
Who owns like Short Stash, like example. It's like he owns that muted look, but he actually, I've seen one of my buddy Yuri, who actually
What's his name?
Yuri's Graham or something.
Shout out to
Yuri
him.
Segura.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Yeah, right. And then Shorts actually commented on his photos, and then talking about, oh, there's no originality or whatever.
Fuck, stop, dude.
Right? Yeah, he commented.
Stop.
And then in my mind, I was like, no one
original.
owns it. A
Nobody,
color, no
dude.
one owns the blue.
Yes.
And if it was, you copyright it, trademark it, put an IP on it, go to fucking copyright.gov or trademark.gov,
Exactly.
go over there and copyright that because no one owns shit. Right?
I agree.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
that's like,
Yeah, the same thing with me when I mean, I have a lot of inspiration from a lot of people, but I watch a shit ton of videos. What I always say, dude, watch other people's work, analyze it, and improve it.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like
Exactly.
It's not like do the same. You don't
It's the
have
only
to do
the
the
only
same.
thing you can IP is your story.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why Marvel, right? They IP the whole series. They own the whole fucking series, right?
I know it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so no one's gonna be, if Marvel is gonna be like, oh, that's too muted. That looks like short. It's like, oh, that's
No,
that doesn't make any sense.
no, I agree.
So
Something I want to talk about you, bro, because I'm a really huge fan of your brand. I'm a huge fan of your brand, so I want to talk about your branding.
do I have a brand?
Fuck
I
yeah,
don't know.
Luxury, classy, quality.
That's like perception though. Brand and
My boy
perception is
getting into
different.
like psychology over here, shit.
There you go, man. It's
No, but
perception.
still though, how important do you think is your personal branding? Cleaning, the way you dress, you know, the way you speak, the way you like
Yeah.
all the stuff. How important do you think it is? What advice can you give to anybody that's out there trying to like improve their personal branding?
Photographers. So a lot of photographers I've encountered, they struggle with what we call identify crisis. What do you call that?
Okay.
So they don't know what they want. They're still in discovery period. They go into this discovery period for 2 years, 3 years. So I still don't know why I want to shoot weddings, but I don't want to shoot it. I want to shoot everything. But you can only do discovery for certain amount of time. You can't just do that for 2 years, right?
Mhm.
One thing for me is I learn. So you have to analyze and realize fast. Like I shot portraits for like 2 months. Like, no,
Damn.
this is not,
Okay.
I don't like this.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And then I shot family stuff. I was like, no.
Same.
I did that one session. I was like, no, this is not
Same.
this is not my
Same
shit.
with weddings. Dude. I did like 2 weddings. I did fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't care how much.
You have to identify. You have to experience a lot of things in a short amount of time, so that way you don't get lost in the sauce,
Love that.
as they say.
I love that.
So, and then once you find it, find a branding expert that goes deep into your purpose of your existence in the market,
Wow.
right?
Dropping fire.
So photographers, it's different. It's super saturated. So someone's gonna need branding.
mm-hmm.
In St. Louis, I had this client. I was like, they reach out. They come up to me saying, "Oh, I want to shoot this project with you, whatever." And I was like, before I give you a bid or for a project bid, is there anybody else are you looking for any other talent besides me? Because I don't want to project bid and I'm the third option, right?
All
type
right.
of thing.
Love that. Fuck yeah.
Because I don't want to be, because why am I talking to you for a whole day and you're just not going to work with me? I'm not doing that. That's just too much
waste
time.
of time.
And then they said, I was like, no, you're actually the only person that we found in St. Louis. I was like, okay, perfect. This is the bid. This is how much it costs. This is how much time it will take to create this project. So part of that is branding as well. And then, yeah, it's like your positioning in the market is just so important. You want to be the first and last option of a potential client. What I mean by first and last is just you'll be the first one. They reach out, contact. The last one, they do a project, and then they're gonna be a repetitive customer because there's like, oh, I like the way you manage the communication, your expectations, or the way you handle the project. Everything's organized and all that stuff. So you have to position yourself in a market that's like you're the only photographer that they will see. because
I like that.
photography market is hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's doing it. Everyone has a fucking camera.
Mm-hmm.
So
Especially nowadays.
professionalism could part of your branding. You know, there's a lot of branding umbrella that you can dive into, and then, you know, what's your purpose in a market? If you're not serving a purpose in a market, why even start a photography? And if your purpose is because you're passionate about photography, that's not a valuable product or service that a client would attract. You know, a lot of photographers are like, oh, I'm passionate about this. I was like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, no one cares if you're passionate. The client wants what they want, results. They don't care about your passion.
Yeah. Big time.
Probably at a certain point, but
Yeah.
no, they don't give a shit.
I
It's
agree.
it can only the runway and that passion thing, the empathy thing.
It's going to take you so
That's
far.
it's so short. Then
Mm-hmm.
you get to this emotional involvement, and no, you have to dive deep, maybe Mariana's Trench deep into your
Mm-hmm.
branding, so you can really counter that the niche you're in. So
I like that. That's where you're a goat, man. That's where you're a beast.
was there?
I like the way you think, man. Even when, like the process that you take to like actually say, or it reminds me to this book that I'm reading. It's called Think Like a Monk.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty good. It says that monks they're super silent because they think what they're gonna say before they speak, and you do it a lot, which I like, dude. I appreciate.
Well, I've been a lot of public speech or whatever that is. It's a lot of ums or
Mhm.
whatever. It's like one thing Christo was saying. It's like
Shout out to my boy Chris though.
I know. I hope he's watching this.
He is way.
Hopefully I can show this in a pro team or for.
I saw you one time on YouTube. Remember?
Huh?
I was watching. I was watching a YouTube video and I was like, "Oh, I'm watching this, learning from them."
And you just
and I know see my boy Chua there. Dude. I'm like, "No, dude,
Bro,
that's fucking dope."
I'm
That's
always there
fucking
because
dope.
I'm always listening. He said silence is better than speaking or something along the line of that.
Mhm.
I can't remember what per word he was saying, but silence is better than it speaks more words than actually talking.
Mhm.
So I see it in the industry. It's like people talk a lot. They
I
probably
know,
they
dude.
probably know less than me. Guess I'm just
Mhm.
analyzing the situation. It's
Of
like
course.
you're probably don't have experience.
There's this movie, dude. I forgot the name of it, dude. It's this guy's like cursed with this idiot. That every time he speaks, there's a tree. It has like 1,000 leaves. Every time he speaks, one leaf of the tree will fall, and when they fall, all of them he will die. So he
What?
needs to make sure. He has to make sure
What
to be
movie is
careful.
this?
I forgot. I'll send it to you. It's a funny one. So every time he
Oh.
speaks, he has to be careful what he says. And I'm like, dude, this
Mm.
fucking like it goes more than just like.
Yeah,
You
because
know, you gotta be careful what you say, like,
especially
think
with
about
the
it.
email stuff. Like email stuff, you can structure what you're gonna say,
Mhm.
but when you speak to someone or somebody,
Exactly.
it's how they perceive you. And are you well spoken? Right? Are you structured? Are you organized with your words? Are the words you're saying bigger, smaller, or are you trying to level out the playing field for who you're talking to? Right.
Mhm.
So if I talk to a creative person, if I'm talking to him, it's like, you know what MVP is in business, right? It's like, what's your revenue? Probably.
Mm.
It's like, why? Like,
Yes.
what's your strategy? They probably, if
Mm.
I talk to a business person, then the dictionary is different
Mhm.
in different industry.
Exactly.
So you have to learn, like when you get to the business, they do like dictionaries and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that. It's like a different world. So
I agree.
Yeah.
And even I use with business with the relations, you know, like if you want to talk to a girl, whatever, you have to like be
yeah,
same
so
thing, dude.
you have to
Like,
know their
also-
language. It's
Exactly.
like marketing in business is like courting a girl.
Of course, dude,
Except
it
you
is.
make money, and then if you have courting a girl, you lose money.
Mhm.
So
And it's related because something I watch like videos on how to like approach girls, but I don't want to do it because I want to approach girls. I want to do that. How can I take that when I'm like talking with the entrepreneur that is a girl?
yeah, exactly.
You know, With that so I can like have a good communication, good relation with her, and like
yeah,
take it
it's,
from
it's yeah, it's
fun. It's fun, dude. It's
talking to girls. huh?
Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's how you carry yourself, how you're confident, body language.
Exactly. It's like trade about branding. Like you're courting a woman,
exactly. It is.
and then if you look like a homeless person, nobody else gonna talk to you.
Exactly, dude.
You know, if your branding looks like shit,
That's what you look like. You gotta like dress fresh.
Yeah, I gotta be branded out for this podcast, bro.
Dude, I was so close to like bring a suit and everything,
Bro, you should.
No, but I'm like, dude, that's not me. I can't. I just can't, bro. I just can't.
I should have. I was gonna bring my suit and I forgot my garment.
You were gonna.
I didn't. I forgot my garment bag in St. Louis. I don't have it. So it's
everything, dude.
Yeah, it's like all like suit and tie. No, I don't know.
Bit of coffee, why not?
Wine, a little wine here too.
I know you love that, dude. That's good, bro. Man, let's talk about some business though, because I know you're like big on business, dude. I know you were telling me right now that you rather shoot less and make more than shoot 30 clients a month and make probably the same amount, you know?
Well, it depends, I guess.
Really? Well,
if you're a B2B, B2C type of thing, that's two different. A lot of people, surprised not a lot of people, what the heck B2B and B2C means. It's
bro, I'm one of them.
It's so frustrating.
Tell me, what is it? What is it? What does that mean though? I'm like,
B2C is like more fast paced. As a consumer, that's like your wedding, not editorial portraits, but family portraits.
Pregnancy,
baby stuff. That's B2C, and then B2B is more like what that photo has a value now in the market because they can use it as a marketing material. Because in the consumer, like why they can't use that for marketing material, right? So that photo has zero value as soon as you send it.
Okay.
Because B2B, once you send it to a client, they can use that to promote their product, and you know that in that photo that could be a lot of values. You can charge them as licensing fees. Where is this photo or content lives. And all that stuff, that's like a different story, but
that's crazy. You go deep, bro. You go deep when it comes to all that shit. I like that, dude. I like that because I'm not like that, bro. I'm not a contract guy and all that stuff. I'm just like normal. I mean, I'm hopeful.
Normal, yeah.
More like I just like
you do like 50 things at once, bro.
I'm just like, this is what I charge. Want to hire me? Good. Nah, sorry. There's more people waiting in the back.
Yeah, so like B2B is more like less clients, less low volume, high prices.
I like that.
B2C is like higher volume, lower prices because family who's doing a lot of family portraits around the city.
Yes.
Probably like 1 million of them. Right.
All of them.
So B2B is more like courting a girl, all that stuff. And B2C is a lot of fixed price, and B2B is a lot of factors and variables to a project that could make you $10,000, $20,000, maybe $100,000 for a photography project, depending.
I love that.
And all that stuff, but lower volume. So I'm more of like a lower volume and high price kind of guy.
I mean, that's a way. Personally, has a way to go too, because I mean, you can.
What are you like? Are you like both?
I take whatever I can, but when if it's a month that I took 3 clients that pay me well, I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm good with this for now. Yeah. Let me learn something new in my free time. Yeah. Let me like improve some skills.
I'd rather have one client.
Of course, dude.
One client that takes care of my bills for a whole month.
Exactly.
Which is not a lot. Wait, hold on. Rephrase that.
Shit.
One client that would like pay like a good
makes
amount.
Sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes total sense, man. Yeah. But it's like I agree with you. That way you can like use that extra time that you have to learn something new.
And then one client, one focus on client, because you're also doing like multiple things once. Like one B2B project is a lot. Project manager, communication, email, and if you don't hit, you'll be the freaking account manager at that point, because you're also dealing with invoices.
Exactly.
And if you don't send them a receipt, a receipt of the email. Ooh,
I know, dude.
And that's a good chunk of money. And I was like, where is, like, did you receive it?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I swear, God, I received it. I just got caught up with the freaking production. But
it's a lot, man.
I got the money. So
I like that. We almost done with this, man. I want to jump in some pictures that you took. I want to tell me the story about it, and then we'll do some last questions and we'll go from there. My boy Chris over there, shout out to my boy Chris. He's the one behind all this, where the magic happens.
The gram.
Thank you so much for your time, Chris. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Brandon over there. Shout out to who else? Shout out to my mom. Shout out to everybody. Do shit. my uncles, whoever's watching. Let's go, oh, dude. Nice,
Ooh,
big boy
it's a
shit.
full blast, bro.
Oh, she has in Paris. Fuck. Oh, that's Photoshop. I know you're good at Photoshop, so.
No, it's actually in camera.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, it's all about the blur.
The Paris, yeah.
The
No,
blur?
like the Paris. Like, that's not actually in Paris.
Oh, that's actually in Paris. Yeah.
Nice, bro. What's the story about this?
Oh, this
That was like what, at 6 a.m? Looks like
yeah, bro.
either
So
early or either sunset
early,
or sun.
early.
Shit.
I didn't want to freaking leave at my hotel because I want to stay because I only had 3 hours of sleep.
Fuck.
I drove around Paris, and it was so freaking tiring driving around Paris. It's so stressful because freaking traffic is so bad. 2 miles, it's like LA. 2 miles.
Really?
2 miles is like 40 minutes, bro. It's
You're
so
lying,
bad,
dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then the
They didn't show that in movies. Fuck.
yeah, it's so good. That's why they freaking block the whole street when they shoot movies in there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Interesting.
And then I drove this circle. It's called Arc de Triomphe. The freaking
I have no idea.
the arc.
Yes. Okay,
whatever
okay,
it is,
okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's so stressful. It was 6 a.m.
Fuck,
that time, and I told the guys that was helping me with the project. I was like, hey man, it's like I cannot drive because if I drive in the city,
oh yeah, you're gonna like stress
I'll
yourself.
crash this car.
Mm.
And then I was luckily they were just like, yeah, I can drive, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
Alejandro was like,
Shout out to Alejandro.
Alejandro is from Spain. What's up, bro? He was willing to drive, and then I was like, bro, I'm so glad that you drove it.
Oh yeah.
And then we got that shot 6:20 I think in the morning, and then
Fuck, dude.
we just like that probably took like 4-5 drives to get that car, and then I think Mercedes-Benz cut the Eiffel Tower because
I think you have to pay for that, right? I think there's some.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
yeah, they cut it off. I think it's because it's
It's a piece of art, some shit like that.
it's $30,000, 30,000 euros to get a licensing
No
to use it for
way,
marketing
dude.
purposes.
What the?
That's
hell?
with the lights though. You know, they're like a light show and stuff.
Fuck.
So I actually emailed their media team for Eiffel Tower.
What is a media team for that?
Yeah, they do.
What?
Because
That's crazy.
they actually have in their website they have an actual they have like a drop down, like literally just for media. Like there's like, what are you shooting? Are you doing photography, passion project?
No
like
way, dude.
like all that's like, are you doing like a fashion show?
Yes.
It's like that's how you know it's crazy, and it's like I emailed them, and then they come up with it like, oh, it's like $30,000.
Oh, my miss.
I didn't even tell them what brand I'm shooting. I would just tell them like, hey, I'm
Imagine.
shooting a project, and I want this in the background, and
And
it's gonna be a car company because I don't want to drop the name because they're probably gonna charge more.
Of course.
So I kind of want to like get the conversation in, see how much they would charge, and then drop them the brand name, and then see what happens. But yeah, it was like $20,000 to $30,000 depending on how long you want the license for.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's
Let's
so
create,
expensive.
let's create an Eiffel Tower here. Fuck it. Let's do that. That should be on our own business. Do you think? I remember one time.
Just create a piece of art like a.
Dude, that'd be fucking genius. You know, it's I remember this guy. I think we were talking about that. He took a selfie in front of the Eiffel Tower, and they were like, "Nah, dude, you cannot post that." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. There's another picture. Chris, we have more pictures. My boy Chris over there. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Shout out to my dad in the Philippines.
Let's go. Dude. He's in the Philippines?
Yeah.
No shit, that's nice, dude. How often you go to visit him?
Not often. It's because of COVID stuff. Because I wanted to
No.
plan on 2020, but
Shit, she gotta go visit the family, bro. He probably misses you.
Yeah.
You know?
We just go messenger.
See.
Is there like a position
Like
that we
this,
need
and
to?
then,
All right.
yeah, let's go jump in one more picture. Let's see what we have. My boy, Chua. Oof.
Ooh.
Wait, is this a reflection or is that overlaid or?
That's
or
actually
is
if you go to the ninth slide, it's one of them. It's like
let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm dumb as fuck.
that
Oh,
one.
okay. What is that though?
So that's shot between his hand.
Okay.
So it's like a motion of act.
Oh,
like
I see the hand now.
coming into
Damn,
the car.
dude. That's
then-
shutter, lower shutter, right?
Yeah, it
Shutter.
was so hard because I was
Fuck.
shooting it on an A7 camera, like the very first gen.
Yes.
and it doesn't
Damn.
have the high shutter speed or whatever. Not the high shutter speed.
Low shutter, isn't it?
No, it's not lower shutter. What do they call that? Like high speed continuous shoot
Okay.
method or
Something
whatever
like
that is. And we literally have to do that like 40 times. It's so hard.
Damn.
And we just have the right amount of blur.
Yes.
And then
It's to show the logo. It's to
Yeah, to
make
show the
sure
logo.
everything is
yeah.
focused and the background's not blurry and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So that was
A
yeah,
challenge.
It was a lot of, it was a challenge. And then
And was it the same? Was the same in Paris? I
it was in Paris.
Oh, it was same,
It was in that
place?
same location where Mercedes Benz the location, same location.
Nice, dude.
So this is a campaign. Actually, you see it on the title. It's like new technology with old-fashioned values. This is the campaign concept I pitched to Mercedes Benz, saying it's like, since you have all this technology,
Mm.
the idea was being so progressive in the environment, you forget where you came from.
Okay.
So
I love
old-fashioned vessel. Mercedes-Benz been around for 1900s, right? Old-fashioned. That's like where it's like remind yourself like where you came from.
Okay.
Old-fashioned values.
I love that.
And new technology. They're so progressive with electronic vehicles, EVs, in the industry. So you have to study about the industry too as well when you
I like
pitching
that,
this
dude.
brand and where they're moving forward to.
I like that.
That's also a thing as well. So new technology. And actually, this is the only hybrid. The only hybrid diesel that's produced by I think any car manufacturer, if that's what the PR team told me. And then yeah, so that's like a mixture of like modern technology and old school buildings, as you can see like in as you slide through the freaking when you slide through the carousel.
Yes.
As you can see that right here. Like right there, it's like old school architecture, and you have the Mercedes Benz,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Love that,
then
dude.
right there they have like the copy that I put, like the words always seeking innovation to better self-sustainable energy. So,
You take it about every detail, huh? It's all about details and stuff, dude. I love that.
well, I take a while to do this stuff. You
That's
know,
good,
like
man.
Old school buildings, new
The
technology,
lighting coming from the things. I mean, everything, every single detail, like
yeah.
it has to be timed right.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I'm saying.
and as you see, like the old school, French country.
A UK kind of look,
Yeah,
like long,
and then
exactly.
you have at the bottom. It's probably dark in the screen, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that modern house
Love that.
in France. So mixing the both is like kind of like it doesn't really tell you like sell the car or anything, but
Yes.
you're selling a story, you're selling a
Story.
lifestyle,
The
you're
lifestyle,
selling,
the experience.
yeah,
Starbucks,
experience. So
bro.
you see this like
Nice, nice. That's a fucking dope, man.
so you got the Eiffel Tower, and at the bottom the castle. Castle is like
Sheesh.
this castle is built in 1700s.
No way.
Yeah, I really actually went there and actually talked to the guy.
Nice. Love that. I love
Yes.
sculptures, like the whole.
Yeah, sculpture. You see
Nice,
this
dude.
the same thing.
Sheesh,
It's
who's
like-
that guy in the bottom, bro? Is that your? That's your right?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's your right? Isn't it? Yeah, right. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
let's
it's-
go, bro.
And then so that's like a mall. It's like, can you go back? So that's like La Défense in France is like the modern. That's the compound they have in France. That's not compound. What the fuck? It's like their structure is like the place in France that's modern. It's like they have like all this crazy architecture in La Défense, and then up top you have the old school castle, right? So like mixture both of both worlds, like old,
Nice.
new.
Nice.
Just knowing that Mercedes Benz is not just progressive. We
I
have
like
our
that.
heritage.
It's crazy because a lot of people doesn't notice that. They think like, oh, it's a cool picture, but they don't know it's like a whole
Yeah.
story behind it. The way you shot it, the way you shot it, what the time you shot it, all that stuff,
Yeah.
like to tell a story, right?
People will buy story, right? It's
Exactly.
like, will you watch a movie because you like the story?
The story,
right?
dude.
People will buy story. People will buy people too. So,
Love that.
yeah.
So I think we're about to close down. Honestly, it was good. We talk about like where you came from, where you are right now, but we need to talk about like your future plans. So what's next on the books for you right now?
So, finishing school,
Nice.
doing creative stuff, working with clients and brands, what I love, and also I have this app.
You have an app?
Yeah, I'm building with another guy. Well, he's the founder. I'm just doing the marketing and the branding aspect of it, and doing the communication part of what we're trying to communicate as an app. So the app is literally just the best way to explain it is there's like different tiers. It's like you have I want to say beginner. Tier 1 is like the B2Cs.
Okay.
So think about like Fiverr and Uber combined together. So you have
Love
the
that.
so you have the B2C is like the portraits, engage, wedding and all that stuff. And if you're a customer looking for that, you can go to our app, go to our explore page. I don't know if Chris can pull this up in there.
Yes.
There.
Okay.
It's called the Beehive Creators app, but we're gonna get rid of the creators. This is the prototype for now. So we're just gonna call it Beehive.
Mm-hmm.
Beehive Creators is a little long to say. I think so. Sign in. This is just a prototype, so.
Nice.
I feel like you can zoom out and you can see the whole screen, right? In Adobe XD.
This is in Safari because it's not a
In-app thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have to save it as like I would have to save the app as a thing.
But anyways,
I have to do it from
and it's all good.
Safari.
But I think you can just like there's a screen in there that's like it's like
nice.
an Uber that you can find
Okay.
different creatives in your area.
Oh no
and it's
shit.
like you tap on it, it's like it's a photographer. It specializes in engagement, fitness,
Genius, dude.
and all that stuff. Thanks,
I
man.
love
It was
that.
like
That's genius. I like that. I love that, man.
Actually,
I'm glad
it was
you're
a
doing
lot
it.
of. You gonna use it?
I'm glad you're doing it though. I'm glad you're
Oh,
doing it
nice.
because it's just like it fits perfect, dude. I trust you without
Yeah,
using it. You know it's
Right.
gonna be good. Because I know you.
yeah. But it was a lot of brainstorming and nourishing the concept of what it came about to now. Because the initial idea was to make a social media platform for creatives. I was like, there's too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's refrain from the idea, but get to idea that the creatives can use. What about like creatives can come up to you, shoot your photos, you see this BTS. We can literally right now, we can go on an app. I say, I don't want to shoot BTS. Give $100. He'll come in like 15 minutes. You shoot BTS for us or something like that. Or you say if you're outside overseas, you're looking for a drone operator. Go on the app, or drone operator, go to in that screen, there's like the search button.
Yeah.
Your explore page, we call it explore page, right?
Yeah.
You can zoom out to the map, see if there's any drone operators near you. Click on them. You said book, and they come up to you,
That's
and
it.
then done.
Nice.
So that's essentially the main primary function.
Yeah.
We have secondary functions such as you can bid projects on campaigns.
Okay.
So brands can put out a campaign out there. So if their campaign in messaging is said to be, let's say Louis Vuitton's winter collection or something like that, and then they can put it out there. It's like, who is the creator we want to take on this project? You can bid, say $50,000, $60,000, and then you can bid on a project, and then the creatives or the agency, whoever wants to bid a project, they can upload their capabilities in PDF. So when the brand looks at them, $60,000, this is their portfolio, good to go. Does it fit our style? Does it fit the look we want? Does it fit? No, next one, swipe, and then all that stuff. So
I like that, man. That's genius.
So
Save a lot of time on both sides.
yeah, same
Save time on like creative side and then the company
brand side.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
dude.
it's like there's a lot of different tiers. We're still working on the business model, or we're honing into the business models and our main target. Because I think the main target audience we're gonna have probably is all the B2C people.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be our primary source of our users. Because a lot of those things are easy, fast, and no objections that comes with. Because if you bid projects, there's gonna be a lot of objections that comes with it. It's like, what are you gonna do? It's like, why is this worth $60,000? That's like the questions that you have to ask. But the B2C market is not really, $100 for BTS, come in, right?
Say less.
$20 for a photo shoot at the beach. You want beach photos? OnlyFans. I don't know what you know. OnlyFans. If you're a model out there, you can use this app.
Let's go.
if you're a producer that needs a photographer, videographer, or something like that, you can use this app as well. So it's a whole circle of creative people that's trying to work with each other.
That's crazy, dude. I'm excited to use it. It's gonna save a lot of. I mean,
Can you see yourself using this, or
Yes, of
what
course.
do you think?
I mean, it's gonna be like you say, it's like Uber and Fiverr, right? Uber, what is this? A side job, right? Oh, I have my full time
Right.
job doing videos, but
Right.
sometimes I want to turn on my app of Uber.
Right.
I want to turn my how do you call it again? How do you call it?
Beehive.
Yeah,
Beehive
I want
app,
to turn
yeah.
Beehive, dude, and then see if somebody wants to book
work,
me.
yeah, exactly.
I'm off today. Nobody. I'm free today. No, nothing to do. Let me.
Yeah,
turn,
if
turn
you're a
myself on.
corporate, if you're a corporate job, 9 to 5 or whatever, it's like in your hobby, it's your
Exactly, dude,
photography.
Exactly.
You can turn it on, charge
Exactly,
$100, and
Extra
if you don't-
money, dude.
yeah, and
That's
then
what I'm talking about.
also the bad thing part is that the legalities and all this that comes in the app. It's like us. It's like we take care of if they don't like the product or whatever the services is that person is making.
take care of it?
Yeah, we take care of it. So
Damn.
it's just
It's gonna be good though. I mean, it's good because it can open a lot of opportunities for people. You know,
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
But like you said, the Louis Vuitton one, somebody
Yeah.
wants
Because
to
on
go Louis
Instagram,
Vuitton.
if you find someone you don't really know what they're selling, you don't know what they're about, and you have to ask them questions.
and it's always the same questions, so you're
Yeah,
gonna
so-
save them a step. You
Right.
know, these are the
So
questions
I'm
already
saving.
answered.
We're saving quite a bit of time
A lot of time,
searching.
bro.
Yeah, searching
Lot.
for photographers or whatever, or videographers, like, you know. And then my friend Sam actually he texted me randomly because he was in Costa Rica one time. He was like, "Dude, when is your app launching? 'Cause I need a drone
Love that.
pilot in
Love
Costa
that.
Rica, and I need to use that. He wants to invest in whatever, but
And someone you can trust, right? It's the same as because if you hire a random drone
no,
pilot on,
speaking of trust, yeah,
you know, it's gonna be
Because-
like, oh shit, I don't know if I trust him. What if he's gonna use like poke my
Yeah.
eyes and not give me the footage?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay him.
Yeah.
Nah, because that's where the app is. You know, I have
Yeah.
this information. I have all that stuff.
right.
It's genius. Dude.
Exactly.
That's genius.
And then speaking of trust, and it's like one of the thing we had discussion is like this. I think it's 2 weeks ago. We had this branding or feature discussion. So we had to like what features we want. So I mentioned the verification. It's like we do like intensive background or if they get certain clients, they get verified. So you can get trust. You trust them. You know, this is how many clients he's worked with.
Are they gonna be able to rate the videographer? Like, oh,
Yeah,
four stars, 5 stars.
Yes. So the rating review method is both ways. So
Okay,
it's like
nice.
Uber. So they can review you and
Love
you can
that,
review
dude.
back.
Nice.
So two-way review
Yes.
program.
That's sick.
And then
Can't wait.
yeah,
Wait.
so it's a lot of things going on. Like,
Yeah.
but that's like
When,
a primary function.
Do you have a date when you're gonna be launching or not yet? Can you talk about that or?
Well, we're hoping we're in the prototype. Well, the prototype's done. We're just getting to like the finalization of the design of the wireframes, and then we get into development, and then that should take or they quote us 12 weeks
Yeah.
from the discussion. So I was 12 weeks, like 3
3
months,
4
3 months. now?
months.
So hopefully,
4 months.
winter of 2022, or not, or like summer of 2023, because we want to do it in a summer because everybody's out.
Yes.
you know,
That's
everybody's
sick though.
done
I
shit.
love that.
Yeah, so
I
winter,
can't wait, man. I can't
winter
wait.
is like everybody's inside. You know,
Yes. Can't wait.
yeah. So hopefully it plans out as it pans
It
out as
will.
we planned it.
It will. I mean, life.
Yeah, life.
You
You
know,
know,
yeah.
I don't know if there's like a
Yeah.
freaking fourth wave of COVID. So
For real. But
It's
it
like
will though. I'm excited to see it. I'm gonna see how
Cybertron
you-
or something.
I know. Sound like a fucking Transformers.
Right.
I'm excited though. Is anything else you want to add for that before we jump into the last question?
Oh no, I don't
That's
think
it?
so. But we're gonna be doing the influencer marketing as well. So
Nice.
if you're interested,
Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions about that app, I mean, feel free to reach out. My boy, he has his information. I'll put the information down below. I would want to say that, dude.
yeah, link in bio or something. I don't know.
So this is the last question. So the last question is advice for a creative that is starting the industry.
Don't look up YouTube.
What do you mean? That's how you learn, didn't
for
you?
business.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I agree.
Yes.
What
Don't
were
look at
you What were
YouTube.
you doing instead?
Learn. That's okay.
Jump in. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Drink some water. Whatever.
I want to do like a one liner,
Okay.
but it's not working. Well, do not look at it. It's like the bits. It's like, let me see. YouTube, you have to curate your YouTube. That's so bad.
It's not bad, man. Go for it. Say it.
Okay.
Talk shit to people.
I don't want to talk shit. I
I'll
just
put it
want
on
to
me,
curate.
bro. I'll put it on me.
You want to curate your recommendation feed on your YouTube. Just curate it, like how you curate your life around the stuff you want to do 10 years, 20 years from now. So that way everything's a tax write-offs.
Everything's a tax write-off.
I'm just saying.
It's genius.
Right? So when I do like this,
Traveling.
I fly in here. It's like,
Yeah,
that's
flying
a
here.
tax write-off.
Exactly.
And
You did.
I do like TikTok shit.
Tax write-off.
I stay in this expensive hotel. I'm gonna put that as a tax write-off. I'm making
Love
content
that.
out of it.
Exactly.
So it's like curate yourself. We have to think about 10 years, 20 years from now. It's like,
I love that.
so that's probably, I don't know.
It's like
not
great
sure.
advice, bro, because a lot of people doesn't know about that, you know?
Yeah, it's like, don't just create shit. Just create shit. Create with a
Exactly.
purpose.
To get some
and
likes or whatever.
make sure,
like,
yeah.
Fuck, man.
like all this.
Create with
These
purpose.
are like tax write-offs.
Everything's a tax write-off, bro. Everything.
Yeah, and then, yeah, that's what I.
Good. I love that. I love that. Well, man, thanks so much for coming here.
Yes, sir.
For those who don't know, he came here just from
The podcast from the Bay Area.
Just for this, dude. Exactly. So shout out for that, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate your time.
I want some
Maybe-
tacos now, bro.
Yeah, we're about to get some badass tacos right now. We'll see what's in the under
Yeah.
open right now. But thanks so much, man. I appreciate your time.
Yes,
You
sir.
did great. You did amazing. And I'm excited to have you probably next with. We probably do one with visuals and you at the same time. Why not? You know, that'd be great.
Oh,
We
Thanks
do
for having
some
me.
little.
Thanks for inviting me
Man,
there. Like,
man, what's an honor, bro? What's a
I don't
big
even
honor.
know why you value my.
Stop,
my
bro.
knowledge,
Stop, bro. Stop being humble, bro. Be like, you're the shit, man. Honestly, whoever doesn't agree with me, they can fight me whatever they want. You're the shit, straight up, honestly. So thanks so much for that, man. I appreciate it, and that's it.